I've got another important announcement for you. We have the planet of Mars right here that at 8 p.m. Eastern today is transitioning into a whole new sign. We've had Mars in Virgo for the last couple of months, and now Mars has entered Libra. Now, Libra is not its favorite position. This is a sign where Mars is in its detriment. So let's talk about what Mars is, what Libra is, and how this is going to express for each and every one of us. And to take it a step further, actually, if you can look at your natal chart and see where Libra is, all right, and then look and see what house it's under, what number is it under. Like in this example, it's the 10th house. So a lot of the energies we're talking about is going to impact 10th house matters. So know what house this is all happening in, and that'll give you even more context into how it's affecting you personally. So we have Mars, which is the planet of action, of independence, of assertion. It's a little bit aggressive, okay? It is also our desires and our motivation. So it's very yang in nature. And then we have this sign of Libra that's ruled by Venus, the planet of love, the planet of relationships. When we talk about Libra, it likes peace and harmony and balance and togetherness and collaboration, whereas Mars is, likes to fly solo and go fast, and Libra, totally opposite. It likes to work together with other people. It likes to see all sides. Mars does not care about anybody's side but their own. So as you can tell, Mars is a little uncomfortable here. It's not its natural placement. It's actually the opposite. So it's known as being in its detriment. Now, there are always going to be some positives and some hard things, in any planet and sign placement. But one of the things we can see is that there is going to be more desire towards relationships, towards collaboration and working together. We might, find ourselves fighting more for others, even more so than for our own selves, fighting for justice, fighting for peace, yes, fighting for balance. Maybe in that area, of your chart, in that house, that's the area where you need to fight for more balance and more calmness and peace, for example. One of the things that is the difficult side of Mars in Libra is the indecisiveness. Libra by nature is indecisive because it likes to really weigh out all the options. It likes to hear out everybody's perspective. And, everyone's perspective seems good and valued. And so as a result, it's kind of like frozen and paralyzed and can't really make a decision because all the decisions seem great. So we might see an increase in that indecisiveness as well. So here's another thing is that the aggression, okay, the irritability, the fight, the brute force, all of that, that power that Mars brings, it might be dampened a little bit. So we're going to see less like outward rage and anger, but maybe more like passive aggressiveness. And rather than, fighting so bluntly in a way, with brute force, we are going to be fighting with charm and fighting with intellect, fighting with words, for example. So just know that the fiery nature of Mars is a little bit suppressed here in Libra. So we have this till September 25th, all right? This is going to hang out till September 25th, and let me know what part of your chart that this is impacting, what number, what house number. And after September 25th, though, this Mars will be transitioning into the next sign over, which is Scorpio, and guess what? That is Mars' home placement. It is very happy in Scorpio. So if you end up dealing with, indecision. And also, not only that, we have this Saturn opposition down here between Mars and Saturn. You see Saturn down there at 1 degree in Aries. That does restrict action too. So if you have incredible like drive and intention to do things, yet coming up against obstacles and delays and problems and challenges, and you're just feeling that constraint, it's because of this Mars Saturn opposition. And Saturn is not happy in Aries either, so just that whole conversation is really tough. And if you're having issues personally, internally, with your own motivation and your own desires, or not being clear and not being direct, it's normal right now. It's normal right now, especially at the peak of this. Just think after August 17th, that tension will lessen quite a bit. And so then we'll only have just Mars and Libra to deal with. But when it goes to that Scorpio sign after September 25th, your level of focus and decisiveness is going to catapult, because that is what Mars and Scorpio is all about. It is intense, it is laser-like focus, it is obsessive, and it is gonna get shit done. So just be patient with yourself and know that there's nothing wrong with you, that this is the energy that's in the air and that's impacting every one of us.